Colorism. Okay. This is a really difficult topic and a lot of people don't understand because when I look up colorism videos on like YouTube and whatnot,
Mhm.
the comment section full of white people who just like lost, like completely lost.
Mhm.
So on his stream, I mentioned that like this thing in Brazil is called advancing the race. It's not only in Brazil; it's in other places. It's South, like in Central and South America. They call it advancing the race, which means whitening the race. I mean you're intentionally bringing white people to come breed and have sex with like black people for the next generation, make a whiter and whiter race. It is literally to erase blackness.
It's
And this is not a conspiracy theory. This is not no great replacement theory. There's none of that. This is an actual fact. This actually happened. And I explained that people fetishize mixed aesthetic because of its proximity to whiteness.
Mhm.
Colorism is all over the world, and it's a $1 billion capitalist profiting machine because they sell bleaching creams, they have plastic surgery to make your nose straighter, your eyes wider. They have people that have perm to straighten your hair. All of these things are a result of white supremacy. Colorism is a problem. Colorism, for anyone who don't know, is favoring lighter skin over darker complexions,
Right.
and it's a form of white supremacy. It's a mutation of white supremacy. It's an offshoot of white supremacy. And when black people say that they want a black baby or they want to marry someone black because they're a child, they're actively fighting against this type of shit.
Mhm.
They're not seeing we must preserve the black race in the same way a white person is seeing it. So,
Yeah, and even in
it,
the chat before, we were talking about like how Netflix prides itself on being so diverse and all this kind of thing, but when you really look at it, the people that they're portraying as diverse just end up
all
being
light skin,
light skinned people.
like
That's it.
exactly, like I'm light brown,
Mhm.
and I even know that I benefit from colorism due to being lighter and due to straightening my hair and being lighter. I benefit from colorism. All the people interesting thing about this is like those type of black people are seen as safer
Mhm.
and more intelligent and more attractive and whatnot because of their proximity to whiteness.
Mhm.
Where darker skinned people suffer the worst under white supremacy because they're so different. Want to say that in the terms of colorism, you
Mhm.
got when, like I said, when black people say that they want black children, it's because they were taught that their features are ugly
Mhm.
and they're trying to fight against that. It's not that they're afraid of mixed children or mixed children are bad. It's that they have been taught that their features are ugly and they're trying to fight against that.
That's right.
And ask any black person, they'll tell you the same.
Mhm.
This foolishness about anti woke, anti race mixing. That fool trash.
Mhm.
Okay?
I mean, it's a tactic against genocide, right?
It's a tactic against black erasure
Mhm.
because dark skinned people should exist too. Like, why should that they not be, have their why should their existence be not validated? They should exist. They're human. This is saying advocating for like whitening the race, saying that you want a mixed baby and it looks good because of their proximity to whiteness. It's just bringing like hurting black people's self esteem and hurting black people in general. Black people should exist in whatever form that they exist in, and dark skinned people especially because they're the most oppressed.
Absolutely, and I offer all of my solidarity to those people fighting that fight. It's mostly African Americans in America, but here in Canada, yeah, it's African Americans for sure too, but it's also Indigenous people, Black and Indigenous struggles. This is what we need to be uplifting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you want to say
It's all
anything
true.
else?
Uh, and that said, I like basically that's all. I said my piece. Uh, hopefully he do some more reading and hopefully he like stop with the doubling down and just maybe apologize, maybe learn and take back what he said, or maybe just like grow as a person. You don't grow if you don't learn, right?
I think
No pain, no gain.
I hear you, but I think an apology is in order here.
Or maybe if he apologize, that's nice. If he don't really care.
Well, yeah,
So
I mean, it's not going to change our lives, your life specifically for sure, but I mean, I think I hope he does, just for the sake of the online left.
okay, yeah.
So that's it. Anyways, it was great talking to you. I just wanted to take this opportunity to give you a space to talk without having to be interrupted every time and accused that you advocate for ethno states.
Mhm.
So
Thank you real much.
I appreciate you talking, eh?
Okay,
All right.
bye.
Peace.